talented receivers. We've got Thursday Night Football. Settle in. Kickoff now on ESPN. And a fair catch. That's where we see Desmond Trotter in this South Alabama offense.
These tight ends across the line of scrimmage and create confusion for this fast flow linebackers.
And they'll elect to go with Davis again, who bounces outside. Nice cut by Davis. That'll be enough for the first down. Tackled on the play by Darrell Baker.
Where you start to look for Kawan Baker early on the field, a great third down receiver.
Trotter, pressured, steps up into the pocket, has some room to run, and Desmond Trotter is going to pick up a big gain on third and down to again move the chains for the Jags. Nice job by Trotter the third time. Trotter, quick swing outside to Kawan Baker. Baker, their playmaker, gets out of bounds at around the 35. 54-yard attempt by Guajardo. Has the leg, and what about Diego Guajardo? They will tell you we don't pass because we have to. We want to pass because we want to. And early on the pitch, we saw Kennedy was going to get the ball immediately. And Wesley Kennedy, the third, chunk play, first down, Georgia Southern. Wirtz able to climb the pocket. Defense there. And he's just going to throw that away. That falls incomplete of the season. And Trotter and the Jags have an opportunity. The quick throw to Tolbert, a nice gain on first down. Looks like a gain of 8.
Underneath, you've got great yak receivers, those yards after catch.
Trotter on a boot across the middle. What a catch, good hit. But Jalen Wayne hangs on, flag on the play.
Personal foul, roughing the passing. Defense, number 45, low hit to the quarterback. 15 yards will be added to the end of the play. Automatic first down.
Rashad Byrd flagged here for late hit on Trotter.
And we know low and after the throw.
Play fake to Davis, up top to Wayne. Falls incomplete, flagged on the play. Darrell Baker in coverage, and he'll get flagged for pass interference.
And an easy call. They saw that matchup, pressed up on our wide receivers. We're going to let them go.
Pass interference, defense, number 15-yard penalty.
You see the grabbing and holding right there. Make it easy for the official who's got a great look at it.
Trotter pressured, has to roll right. He's going to keep it and get hit. Tackle for no gain. Chris Harris.
Position in this triple option off.
Now 3rd and 7 for the Eagles. Wirtz to throw. Has to scramble left out of the pocket, and again, he will be forced out of bounds. And again, Eagles are going to have to punt. We're chasing to find out what happened. Ball at the 35, 2nd and 15 for Trotter. The quick throw to Baker, and he's able to find some wiggle room up the middle. And a nice gain there after the holding. Tackled by 94, C.J. Wright. South Alabama balanced on offense. 16 total ball plays, 7 throws, 8 runs, and that to give to Tyre. Quick throw, caught down by number 14. Good tackle by Baker.
To get you out of here in this triple option.
Establish it with J.D. King. Gets the ball to Wesley Kennedy. And on first down, it is Kennedy up the middle. And a great run by Wesley Kennedy and a big gain on first down. Some life now for the Eagles. Ward's going to keep it. Looks towards his pitch man. Keeps it himself. And a nice gain by Shai Wirtz. That was option football perfect. Early on of the season, talking about how it was a young unit. They've done a good job containing this offense early on. Wirtz, the keeper, sneaks it out the pitch. And that is perfectly executed to J.D. King. And another first down for the Jags, tackled by Keon Boyson. Point, he engraced himself to his teammates right away. And Wirtz is going to be hit immediately, but finds his receiver. What a play by Darian Anderson, and Wirtz did a good job knowing he was going to get hit.
And again, all eyes on 12 wherever he is.
That's Malik Murray in motion. Wirtz going to keep it himself, and he's going to be tackled. What a play there by number 24, Sean Jennings, whose hat falls off after. Off the hash mark. Snap good. Rayner kick also good. And we have a tie ball game at 3 apiece. Let's take a look now for Titch, the backup for South Alabama. Curious if Trotter stalls here. Pressured, brought down by the Georgia Southern defense. Is a King. All right, that's Wesley Kennedy. My fault. Logan Wright for the time being in motion. The fake to Kennedy. Shai Wirtz stays in the pocket over the middle, and a great throw and catch. Number 48, Cam Brown on the reception. 7. And how about that? Right up the gut. J.D. King, lower the shoulder, get in the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia Southern. Out after delivering a hit, comes back in, and we played big boy football. What do we? Oh, we have extra point is good. You know, the electric guitar. South Alabama can answer the Georgia Southern touchdown. Trotter still in at quarterback. Play fake, pull it. Ball to Kawan Baker. Make the first guy miss. And a big gain on first down. Move the chains.
Taking what's there underneath. We saw these D-backs come up, press, get beat deep, so now they're backed off. 243 of those after the catch.
That is Yak. Trotter up top, looking for Baker, and great, well, he's going to get flagged. Baker looked as if it was Baker on Baker. Naked eye looked like great
Pass
coverage.
interference, defense, number 14. It's a 15-yard penalty, automatic first down.
Matt, I could maybe see holding with the grab that we saw there.
11 runs to 12 throws, 23 ball plays, and it's Carlos Davis off the left tackle. Great patience by Davis, and a big gain. Kenny Edfield calling the ball game right now. Complete balance, complete control. Davis again off the right side, and now you're starting to see the run game work at a gain of 9 on first down. What a statement drive.
Trying to see if they can catch Georgia Southern before they line up.
And it worked. Davis, first down. They're going to have first and goal.
Tolbert up top.
Now the man in motion. Fake to Tolbert. Pressure. Trotter avoids it. Looks to the end zone. Caught. Touchdown. Brandon Crum. And a great job by Trotter to keep the play alive. And the Jags march right back down the field.
Not used to coverage in space, and that time gets got.
8 plays, 70 yards. Diego Guajardo. And the extra point is good. Every bit of a threat in the NFC, along with Seattle and some of those other teams out west. Wirtz, the keeper. That's how you run the option. Shai Wirtz has space. Knocked out of bounds. Chased out of bounds again by Gallman. Bad snap. Wirtz able to corral it. Smart move just to fall on it. Kennedy in motion. Wirtz has room to the right. Calls for a block. Doesn't get it. Chased out of bounds. Forced out of bounds on the play by Riley Cole. And the Eagles convert. First possession, second half. Emil Smith in motion. Wirtz forced out of the pocket. Throws across his body. He's going to fall incomplete. That was intended for Smith.
And so too important to your team to put yourself in that spot.
But as the game winds on, 3rd and 13, slip screen to the left side goes nowhere. Tolbert, the receiver, and a great job out of the Georgia Southern defense.
I don't ask those kind of questions to a guy wearing that mask, Matt.
Back. First down, Shai Wirtz, play fake over the, oh, that is just thrown right to South Alabama, but the ball pops out. Did they get away with the Keith Gallman interception? And in fact, they did. 3rd and 4. And that's the give to Kennedy right up the middle. He's not going to have anything. 40 yards and a touchdown. Numbers aren't going to jump off the screen, but he hasn't made any mistakes. And the game's at 10. That's Trotter. Hit as he throws. Looking deep to Tolbert. Flag on the play. And we've seen them routinely tonight go at Darrell Baker. And Baker
all night on this to the wide receiver. Georgia Southern going to sit back in zone. Wait for it.
So Trotter over the middle. Quick catch on the play by Kawan Baker. Not going to be enough for the first down. So 3rd and 8. 2 punts already for Georgia Southern in the second half. Wirtz to throw. Plenty of time. No one open. Going to try to do it himself, and it's not going to work. Wilfon, Gallman. That perhaps Georgia Southern can't take advantage of, so we'll see what Trotter does here. 1st and 24, steps up into the pocket, and a nice throw over the middle, and a nice move by Brandon Crum, the tight end, and there's that big play you're talking about. Brandon Crum, who caught the touchdown.
Get to move fast when you've got those versatile tight ends on the field.
As you stated, here comes the tempo, looking for Baker. And yeah, there's going to be a flag there. An easy call as Baker was held.
On the outside, because he knows. We'll see on the replay what's happening.
Holding, defense, number 20, against an eligible receiver. 10-yard penalty, automatic first down.
You've got him holding right here because you won't see behind him. But Rashad Byrd is sprinting out. He was going to have to cover.
Trotter checking the play at the line. And it's going to be Carlos Davis off the left side. Davis going to pick up the first down, so goal to go now for South Alabama. Get a shot at the fade to Jalen Tolbert. Over the middle. Thrown. Caught. Touchdown, Jalen Tolbert. And a good play action out of the Jaguars, and they take the lead. 12-yard touchdown for Jalen Tolbert.
Hit your tight end in a big play action shot downfield and keep it moving.
And Diego Guajardo on for the extra point. It is good.
Big reason why.
Wirtz a double pump fake. Has a man beat. And a big play for Shai Wirtz. Double pump and Malik Murray behind the defense. Golick Jr., another drive starter.
This is the first real pass where we watched him cut it loose, getting a big play to Malik Murray. Now they can get into the meat and potatoes of their offense.
And that was a steak and potatoes run by J.D. King. That kid is physical.
Backs to be blockers out in front of your quarterback. Get him on the edge.
There's the fake to King. Wesley Kennedy has space and a touchdown, Georgia Southern. For the second time this game, one team scores, the other answers. This time is Georgia Southern. Wesley Kennedy, 14 yards, an extra point away. So Rayner on for the extra point, right down the middle. And you saw Shai Wirtz and company get that electric guitar out. On. Ball at the 3, and it's Carlos Davis up the middle for a gain of 9.
And creating a big lane.
Tempo again, Davis again, and he's still on his feet. Good effort, first down, South Alabama. Brought down on the play by Kendrick Duncan.
Getting pressure the way they have.
So 3rd and long, Trotter, sacked, hit immediately. Georgia Southern brings the blitz. 10:47 left, tied at 17. Wirtz gonna keep it. What a great run by Shai Wirtz on first down. The patience Wirtz showed there with Kennedy in motion. And again, it's J.D. King off the left side, and another first down for Georgia Southern. Fake to King, pitch to Kennedy, kind of muddled up there, but look at the footwork by Kennedy. Touchdown, what a play. Wesley Kennedy was all by himself on that one. And that is why the coaches said, we are going to get Wesley Kennedy III the ball. Give him the electric guitar, because that play was exactly that.
Wesley Kennedy, that's an NFL caliber athlete with his speed. If you just get in the way on a defender downfield, just needs a small window.
This Georgia Southern defense, since the South Alabama touchdown, has stepped up. Trotter pressured out of the pocket and again brought down. Raymond Johnson led the way for Georgia Southern. And the end around goes nowhere. Dexter Carter. They tried to dial one up, and that was great recognition by Devin Rocket.
We can live that way as well with their tight ends in the middle of the field.
So first down play called. Trotter, quick throw over the middle, good catch. That's Tolbert.
Jalen Wayne, we haven't called his name much tonight, number 4 at the top of the screen.
Trotter looking right, had room to run, but he throws it over the middle, caught by Cade Sutherland. To play, 47-yard line. Trotter chased out of the pocket, brought down by Raymond Johnson. 2nd and 21, clock moving, 2:25. Trotter to throw, again pressure. Good job avoiding the rush, and again finding Sutherland.
Up. They look like they're manned up outside.
Gain of 16, big third down. Trotter's gonna look deep to Kawan Baker, and what a catch by Baker. Ball at the 24-yard line.
Back end, that too high safety look.
Here comes the pressure. Blitz picked up. Trotter to the right. Throws it to the end zone. Batted away. Intended for Cade Sutherland. South Alabama has never beaten Georgia Southern. Trotter to the end zone. Caught. And they're going to wave it off. Incomplete. There when he texted our coaching staff at 9:01 a.m. on Sunday. And a trip and a fall, and he's going to be called down. It was J.D. King who got caught in the backfield. Get to coach.
Nothing you dread more as a player walking into that meeting on Monday, but you get to do it with a win in your favor as they take a knee, and that'll do it.
Tell you what we're going to see tonight in the locker room, I'm sure at some point on Twitter, Chad Lunsford giving the elbow drop to another chair in the locker room.
A direct inject of energy into this program, using that triple option every which way and getting a big-time win on Thursday night.
Final score, Georgia Southern 24-17. For Mike Golick Jr., Larisha Harris, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Berry. What a game. Thanks for watching. Sports Center with John Buccigross and Kenny Mayne starts now.